So we're back. The Dan and Ninko Show, episode 75. How is this 75?
It was 74 last week.
Bringing it back to 1995 with my...
With your jacket, yeah.
Hell yeah. The Levi jacket.
It reminds me of the thing in Billy Madison when he pulls up the high school.
Oh, yeah, he looks good. That's
how you
He's
pulled
in
up.
his Trans Am.
Yeah.
I wish I had a Trans Am like that when I was in high school.
I know.
It'd be badass.
You said you had a Monte Carlo.
Your Jets.
Not my Jets.
No, I didn't
Your
have a
Jets.
Monte Carlo in high school. Let's clarify
picked
that.
The Jets
I picked the Jets to lose or to win.
to win, yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
Your Jets, they did good. So all this means is like now I said that they would split with the Jets. So with that being said, whenever they play the Jets again, maybe at home this year, that's when they'll split. They'll lose that one.
No.
So I'm picking the Jets at
You're going
Gillette.
to pick the back-to-back Jets?
I have to. I said they're going to split. They lost the first matchup, so now they have to win the second.
You really think they're going to beat the
I
Patriots?
just said that they were going to split, okay?
But do you really think they're going to beat the Patriots?
You think the Patriots are a Super Bowl team.
Yeah.
That makes me like want to have...
Mine's closer than yours to them losing to the Jets twice. Did you watch that game?
Yeah, the defense is the Jets' defense is good. The
Jets'
Patriots
defense is good.
Do you know the Patriots had their field position was like the 40 every time they started a drive was
But
like the
Jets
40.
defense is really good, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if their offense
Still
just
won the game.
How about the pick six? How was that? You think that was a
Roughing the passer.
Was it roughing the passer?
It was worse than some of the other ones they've made. It wasn't as bad as some of the other ones they made.
He didn't even land on him. He pushed him and he fell.
He was late.
Oh my gosh.
He was late on it.
This league, I tell you, we talked about how they're just this league is mediocre. It's a mediocre NFL. The NFL, it's like, what are we like? Look at the big picture.
Trying to keep
There's
people
two
safe.
teams. Actually, there's three teams. It's either going to be the Eagles versus the Bills or Kansas City. That's it.
I don't think so. It never is. It never, ever is. Who would have thought at this time last year that you'd have the Bengals in the Super Bowl? There wasn't anybody that said the Bengals were going to the Super Bowl last year. Shit, in the AFC Championship game, there wasn't even people saying the Bengals are going to the Super Bowl. It really depends that
You got to go on a run.
It depends the last 3 or 4 weeks.
You got to
of the
go on a
season.
run. You got to get a little lucky.
Yeah.
But at what point do you look around the NFL and say, this is a snooze fest?
But it never is, though.
Who played last night? No, that's Tuesday. Who played Monday night? I didn't even watch. Nobody watched. Who watched Monday Night Football?
It was Bengals and Browns.
And they lost?
Bengals got killed. by the
Bad
Browns.
football. Bad football.
They're the defending AFC champions.
And they suck.
But why?
Bad football.
No, it's just it's not on a run. I mean, they got
because
on a run last year.
the rules in place, the coaches in place. I mean, there's terrible coaches everywhere. The players just want to get paid. They don't want to play. Like it's turning into like the NBA.
If the Patriots were the Bengals on Monday night losing to the Browns the way they did, everybody would be calling for Joe Burrow to be kicked out of the league, to not ever play on the Patriots ever again if he was the quarterback.
Well, that's because our Patriot fan base are spoiled, and they're used to Tom Brady. And what I think is funny is any 5th to 7th round draft pick or a free agent, start him. Maybe he's the next Tom Brady.
What I think is funny with the Patriots, though, is now it's like, well, where's Brady? Where's Brady? Remember when Garoppolo had come in and everything, and everybody's like, you need to trade Brady and keep Garoppolo. You were one of those people. Keep Garoppolo. Keep Garoppolo.
I was not that guy. I was not the keep Garoppolo guy. I was.
You're very pro Jimmy G.
I would rather have Jimmy G as the successor. Actually, you know what? If I was Jimmy G, I wouldn't want to be the next guy. Hell no.
Yeah, no,
who wants to be the next guy? I don't want to be the next freaking guy. Oh, yeah, I'm going to be the next, the new number 23 in Chicago after Jordan left. Hell no. You don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be the guy after the guy.
Yeah. No,
it's going to take like 5 guys. It might take 10. It might take an infinite amount of guys before you find the next guy.
That's the thing that people don't understand. Like you have some people saying now the Patriots should tank and get a high draft pick and draft one of these quarterbacks. How has that worked out for the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets? How has that worked out? I mean, how many top 5 quarterbacks in the draft have they had?
A lot
in the last 20 years.
But they do have talented rosters. But what's the common denominator?
What? It's like
coaching
ownership?
Yeah, of course. You can have the best. I mean, or it's like your culture. So it's not just the coaching. It's like, why do some teams always suck year after year after year?
Oh, it's always coaching.
No, but I'm saying it goes beyond that. It goes into ownership.
Yeah.
It goes into how things are run. Are they cutting corners and here or there? Facility-wise, what are the issues that are taking place to where your team cannot advance?
Yeah, it's all the bad decisions. It's all the decisions that like why do the Cowboys not ever got back to anything?
Why are the Bears 500? Every single year I tell my friends from back home, they say, this is the year the Bears are going all the way. I say, get ready for 8-9. Get ready for, before when I was 16, I'd say, every single year, I'd say 8-8. They'd say, no, we got this, we got that.
This is their best chance with how bad Green Bay is, and they're still not going to do anything.
They're not going to do anything. Green Bay will still win the division, or the Vikings.
No, they're not. The Vikings are going to win the division. Green Bay ain't winning shit.
I mean,
especially when they didn't really get anybody at the trade deadline where you figured they would pick up a receiver, but they're stuck in cap hell.
Do you see this?
Why do you have 2 keys?
This bothers me. It bothers me. There's only 2 key fobs to my wife's car. Both of them will be in her purse at the same time. So if anything happens, you don't have any key. You lose your purse, something happens, one stays in the house and one stays.
Then why do you have both keys?
Because I took them out and I said, this is one of them is going in the home.
Shouldn't you have left one in the home then when you took them out?
No, because I didn't want to go back in the house.
Well, I think you're part of the problem.
No,
you're not being part of the solution.
Hey, did you get your lottery tickets? Because it's $1.2 billion.
No, not yet. I will. I can buy them online in New Hampshire.
Buy them online?
Yeah.
Credit card? I thought it's cash. I thought you had to use cash.
No, you can buy them online in New Hampshire.
Really?
Yeah.
How many will you buy?
I don't know.
A few?
Maybe like 10, 20 bucks.
I heard some.
You'll probably buy a bunch.
I've heard some statistic that you could buy 1,000 tickets or one, and your chances are the same.
Well, it's because it's so minuscule. It's not like it changes anything. You like going to that stuff because you'll go to the gas station, right? Get some sunglasses.
No, I was actually filling up yesterday, getting bent over at the pump, and I was like, I got $20 in my pocket. I saw 1.2. We just randomly walk in nonchalant. Oh, $20. Give me the ticket. Then I couldn't find my jacket that I put the ticket in. So last night I'm running around the house and I'm yelling at Paige like, where the hell did you put my jacket? She's like, I don't know where the hell you put your shit. Like, that's you. You lose stuff all the time. So I'm going upstairs, downstairs, basement, closets, and in my head I'm thinking there's Massachusetts only lottery ticket winner. And it's in the jacket that I left somewhere.
They're sold at the gas station you went to.
But I'm definitely not winning because I even put that out there.
Yeah, it's tonight. $1.2 billion.
$1.2 billion. Somebody's gonna wake up. Somebody's gonna go to bed tonight because I think they're gonna win. Somebody's gonna win tonight. I got a feeling.
But the thing,
if you're the sole winner of that, like, what do you do? Like some guy, just some person that's making 60 to 80 grand a year is gonna have 400 million in the bank.
But it's actually more than that.
I think the.
Oh no, it's because you take a lump sum and all that. Lump sum's probably like $800 million, and then half goes to taxes or whatever. But that's the other thing too. You think about, how does the government not have any money half the time? Like,
but the lottery has billions.
Yeah, they're gonna get paid a $400 million check in taxes right away.
Everything that I want to think that right now in our society we're producing a mass amount of degenerate gamblers.
Why?
Everything, everything that you turn on is gambling.
Yeah.
Over, unders, go here, go there.
Bet the spread. Giselle's next boyfriend.
Bet that. Bet this.
You probably bet will Ninko lose both his keys to his Escalade.
And I love how at the bottom of all the ads, it's like, if you have a gambling problem, call da-da-da-da.
Because that's the disclaimer you have to have.
Yeah. Because there's people gambling away their life savings.
You want a beer before I go over this next thing with you? Because I haven't told you about this yet. But
yeah,
I think you're going to freak out because I don't think you've seen it yet because you would have probably texted it to me.
With this jacket, give me the high life. I have another problem.
We got the champagne
of beer. I have another problem. I was watching this thing. I think it was is it Matthew Perry? Who's the guy on Friends?
Matthew Perry.
Is it Matthew Perry?
Yeah.
Is it Matthew Perry?
Matthew Perry. Friends?
Friends, the guy that had the issues.
I don't know Friends either.
I don't know Friends I don't know Friends either. So I was watching this thing and he had a problem. And then I was just curious how much. Well, look at that. Look at these bubbles. Isn't this lovely? So isn't she lovely?
You can buy a 24-pack for $8. Or you can get 2 gallons of gas for $8.
Wow, is that
cold? Go
cold?
with the High Life.
That's really cold. I looked up Friends income post.
Oh, it's got to be a lot of money.
Every one of them make $20 million a year.
Yeah,
$20 million a year off
all the
of
streaming and all
streaming.
But
they had a massive year with COVID, like $20 million a year to rerun your reruns, and you don't work. Like, God, is that nice? It'd be like every time like if you played football and every time the Super Bowl was played, you got to check. It'd be like, whoa.
Well, you know that the creators of South Park made like crazy money because I forget
Wasn't
what it
that
was.
like Seinfeld? Don't they make an astronomical amount of revenue every year because they play it on like WGN or whatever?
Yeah, they make a ton of money. But South Park made a ton of money because the creators took like lower amounts for when it was put on cable versus other platforms they put in the contract. They get like 50% of the revenue from other contracts, and that was before streaming got big and all that. So they get a huge chunk of the money from like more than most from streaming and all that. Pretty smart.
Very smart. So I mean, you can't hate the game.
You want to go over the new thing that's out there with the guy that you probably fear the most in the world?
Bill Belichick?
First name you got correct. Bill
Parcells?
Gates?
I'm thinking football. Did he buy more land or something?
No, he has a new thing now where he's putting a ton of money into it to stop global warming. What they're going to do is basically spray mass amounts of dust into the atmosphere to block the sun out to basically create what would happen from a major volcanic eruption.
Why are we trying to do things that we don't? Why would we do that? You want to stop global warming? Stop flying your private jet, Bill Gates.
It's called sun dimming technology.
Sun dimming.
Yeah.
Doesn't that sound like end of days type shit? Like, let's dim the sun so like plants and animals die. Like, that sounds like what happened when the dinosaurs went extinct.
Yeah, it's launched by Harvard University scientists that aims to examine a solution by spraying non-toxic calcium carbonate dust into the atmosphere. A sun-reflecting aerosol.
We are going to doom each other off of science. Like, we're going to come up with something. We've already come up with things in a lab that got out and hurt a lot of people. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? We can't come up with like a hydrogen or like a water powered that doesn't have, it's just vapor and it just doesn't destroy everything.
No, I guess not.
Like, what I don't understand it.
I was seeing something too. They were like mining for the minerals for batteries and stuff like on the ocean floor or something.
Oh, yeah, that's great. That's like fracking. Have you ever looked into what fracking does?
No.
Fracking. And all these places down south are worried that the natural springs where they get their water are going to be contaminated. So there's certain towns, I don't know if it's Pennsylvania or Louisiana, there's certain towns where what they do is they go down thousands of feet and then they pump in like this chemical and it fracks out into the earth, and then that makes natural gas come up out of the earth, and then they collect it. But inside the ground, they're literally pumping chemicals like in the ground. So like they're worried in Louisiana that they're going to get that stuff into the natural springs and like the natural water sources for a lot of these communities.
Smart stuff, huh?
Seems like it would be a little troubling, doesn't it?
Yeah. So isn't Bill Gates one of the people you fear the most?
What's that movie? Don't Look Up. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
It's like the scientist that has no background, or like he's really rich and everyone like is listening to him.
Yep.
And they shoot up a rocket and it's like a massive failure. And then you see the guy like backing out of the room and he's going off into his pod to get the hell off the earth. Oh.
He's buying up all the farmland and everything too.
Well, there's this chart that shows. I think I said. Did I say this? Did I tell you this last week? That there's like a chart of by 2070 where people need to live, and it was basically.
Yeah, no, but you looked at the worst possible case scenario.
I bet nobody knows the worst case scenario.
There's like 50 of them.
Nobody knows.
You went right to the bottom.
Like the whole boom, like the global warming stuff. Everyone's talking about the global warming. We're like pumping out more stuff now than we were ever.
Yeah, I know, because you're building like batteries and stuff like that.
It's Massachusetts, I think New England in general, they get all their power from natural gas. That's why it's gone up 60%. New Hampshire is like 80%.
Yep.
Maine, same thing, because we're produced. So you can have every electric car on the road, or every car sold in Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Maine, could all be electric, but it's still being powered by natural gas. So that's the same thing.
Or nuclear.
Or nuclear, but we don't have a nuclear plant. Or coal's worse.
There's nuclear plants.
I know, but we don't get our power from nuclear. We get our power from natural gas. That's why it's going up so much. Like on the 1st of November, it went up a certain amount. It didn't matter if you were National Grid or the other one, whatever the one I have. I can't remember. I'm having a brain fart on that one.
I think there's multiple.
Eversource. No, the New England is mainly powered by natural gas.
But there is in Plymouth. There's a nuclear power plant.
Why the hell don't we get some of that?
I think you do.
Well, we don't. My delivery is half. There's more than my usage.
Yeah. Well, it's because you just keep your lights on and everything, and
no, I don't.
You have a massive.
I want to do solar, but it's $70,000 to do solar.
Probably cheaper right now than paying your electric bill.
Well, if you live there 5 to 10 years, of course.
How much are you paying now a month in?
A lot.
It's definitely 4 figures, right? A month?
Yeah.
Let's start with a 2?
No, not yet.
Getting there.
It's going to be there.
So, but that's the thing is, so if that happens, if it gets to a 2, you'll be 24 to 32 grand before you even know it.
I talked to my friends from back home, and they said that their bills were like $100, $200. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's taxes.
$100?
You live in Massachusetts, taxes.
It's freaking crazy. I just don't understand. Like, at what point? I was talking to my neighbor this. If things just continue to go, like, what if your electric bill's $5,000 a month? Like, what if it just continues to go up and nobody can control it? What if your gas is $10 a gallon, $20 a gallon? Like, what are you going to do? What would people do?
Yeah, North Korea just fired 23 missiles, prompting an air raid alert in South Korea.
Why? What's going on, man? Like, what are we doing? I need Lexapro. I need something to anti-anxiety. I can't do the freaking bombs and the weird people and the freaking.
The Ohio Attorney General just sued Dollar General for
Dollar General.
Yep, for baiting shoppers with deceptive pricing because they have shampoo for $2.
Oh, so they get you in there and then everything's marked up.
No, it's just they have some things that are $1 and some things that aren't.
Yeah, of course. When you go to the dollar store, shit's not $1. Like, isn't that generally known? When you walk into the, excuse me, I went to buy the 6-pack and it's not $1. I don't think they sell alcohol, but like whatever, anything. I came here for the $1 everything. Can I buy that at $1, or are you guys lying to me?
That's freaking crazy.
Oh, yeah. So now, okay, let's dive back into this football stuff. The Patriots are 4-4.
Yep.
Right?
They win this week, and then they're in the playoffs.
They better win this week.
Yeah.
The playoffs are a joke. Like, who's in the playoffs?
What do you mean?
If they play, what, Buffalo in the playoffs are going to have a chance?
No, Buffalo would have a bye, wouldn't they?
Yeah, well, they got to play somebody first week. Tennessee, something. Every single division sucks.
Well, don't the first 2 get a bye, and then they would play like Tennessee or something like that, or Baltimore?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They can get in the playoffs. Even if they got into the playoffs and every team sucked and they won against Tennessee. Are you like, wow, great season?
It's an improvement. It's better than last year.
It's based on your competition. It's like if I went and played a bunch of fifth graders in tackle football, I would kill them.
But it's not the same. No, it's not the same thing.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
If competition goes down and you're a freaking decent, like you're going to look better. If those kids went from fifth to high school, I'd look old.
So you're saying if they made the playoffs and won a playoff game, that it would be a lost
depending
season?
On who they play. If like the first round, it does because if the first round,
well, if they play Baltimore and beat Baltimore in the first round,
then I'd be like, okay, that was an improvement. But if they play like the Colts, or like if the Colts
aren't making the playoffs,
you don't know. They might squeak in because their division sucks.
The Colts are 3-4, 3-4-1,
3-4-1. The Patriots are 4-4. You're talking about playoffs.
You're saying they're going to be one of the bottom seeds. They get to play one of the top seeds.
Well, the way that it works itself out, like they're going to play the best seed of the shittiest division. Like they could play the best seed in a terrible division. Like what's the AFC? What is it? AFC North. What's the record of everyone in the AFC North?
5-3, 4-4, 3-5, 2-6.
Boom. So they could play a shitty ass team.
How? You said the Ravens aren't a shitty team. You just said if
I'm saying,
the Ravens
like,
beat
what
them.
if? Let me go through these. AFC.
You got obviously the AFC East is the best division in football.
Okay,
correct.
Hold on. We're talking. So in the AFC,
yep,
they could possibly play the Titans, the Jaguars, the Colts, or the Texans in the AFC South. Like every single one of those.
None of those. The only team's going to make the playoffs from there is Tennessee.
No, I know, but I'm saying. Oh, you think? Like the Jaguars could beat Tennessee? They could.
The Jaguars are 2-6.
But they still could because everyone else is still like.
So why you say the Patriots can't do anything if they're 4-4?
But I'm saying they're going to play the level of competition where we know that there's only two teams in the AFC right now.
There's a good shot that all the wild cards come out of the AFC East. There's a good chance at that.
Do you yes or no that there's only two like badass teams in the AFC that are like legitimate? You're like, dude, those teams are good. Oh, hold on. Captain Insano, every time. Captain.
What's up, handsome? What are you up to?
I'm doing the podcast. You call, right?
Oh, not again. I got bad timing. Right.
Yeah, what's going on? What are you doing right now?
I'll let you go.
Working on the Dremels.
I just got cleaned up, shaved.
Oh.
I need a haircut.
Shaving cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always be keen.
Always look clean. Boom, pop, pop, boom, pop, pop, boom, pop, pop, boom. When I was in France with the Navy, one day I looked into my kit. I thought I would find me a sandwich, but the darn thing was loaded with shaving cream.
There we go.
Shave every day and you'll always look clean.
That's it. That's the song. That's what I remember from my childhood.
It's a classic. Yeah, you used to watch me shave, and now you don't shave. You got a lumberjack beard. So
well, Dan's got a better beard than me, but
who does?
Dan, his beard's wild.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't think it's better than mine. It's just longer.
Much better.
I mean, I could grow mine out and look like freaking Paul Bunyan, but I don't decide to do that because I'm handsome. Not that you're not handsome. I'm just saying I like to show the face on TV. Anyway. All right. Well, you have a love. I'll call you when I'm done. All right.
Yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt.
How's Betty?
A long time. I was just thinking about it. Betty's taking a nap right now.
Oh, good.
She's a
Is it a
good
forced
girl.
nap?
Very limited mistakes in the home, and that's a good thing. Otherwise, she'd be down the road with a small suitcase. All right.
Okay. Bye-bye.
See ya. Bye.
See ya.
A forced nap.
Wednesdays at 10:44. He wants to call me.
You just don't know with anything until you're not going to know any of this until like week 15, week 16 to see kind of what the teams are. Because I think Buffalo and KC are obviously the best teams in the AFC, but they can lose to any team in the AFC too.
Okay, we'll go through it. The Buffalo obviously is 6-1.
Yep.
Baltimore's 5-3.
Yep.
Tennessee's 5-2.
Yep.
Kansas City's 5-2.
Yep.
Let's go through the NFC. Philly 7-0. Minnesota 6-1. Atlanta is 4-4. What a terrible division. And in the NFC West, Seattle is 5-3.
Yep. But the thing is, you have teams like, L.A. that could turn it on, right? They have a ton of talent. San Francisco could turn it on. They have a ton of talent. Tampa Bay could get it going at some point. I don't think Green Bay is going to get it going at any point. Dallas could all of a sudden take off.
Patriots are last in the division?
Yeah, at 4-4. They'd be first in the NFC South. They won't be after this week. Buffalo plays the Jets.
Buffalo's going to beat the Jets.
Yep. Patriots should beat the Colts, so then they're 5-4. The Patriots would have a tiebreaker over the Jets.
Who did they? The Colts. What are the Colts? Matt Ryan is so bad.
He's gone though.
What do you mean?
They benched him.
I know, but he's bad.
Yeah, Sam Englander or whatever his name is.
It's a bad deal, man.
India's beat. They tied the Texans.
Do they still have their running back or no?
Yeah, they tied the Texans. They barely lost to the Chiefs, 20-17. They lost by a touchdown to the Titans. They beat the Broncos. I mean, that doesn't really matter. They beat the Jaguars. And they lost to the Titans by 9, and then they lost to the Commanders. They just fired their OC, too, yesterday.
The Colts?
Yeah.
What a shit show. I'm going to go to that game, I think. Is it a 1 o'clock game?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to bring the kiddos, bring the family. How was Thanksgiving? I'm thinking of Thanksgiving already. I can't wait for Thanksgiving. It's one of my favorites.
I thought your favorite just happened.
It's one of my favorites.
Okay.
My number one favorite is Halloween.
That's your favorite holiday?
It is so fun. I love it. I was sitting on the front porch with my Uncle Chuckles mask on, and like kids would walk up to the house for candy, and I'd just sit there and look at them, and they'd look at me, like look around, just look at them.
Did you go after them?
No, I didn't. I don't chase them, but
you just chase your own kids.
I mean, look at this guy. It's a good-looking guy. How was your Halloween?
It was fine.
That was my original question. Oh, watch this. This shit's so funny. It has me laughing. So, Everett put on a mask, one of my scary devil masks, and he's laying in the yard, and he looks up. Oh, man, it's so funny. This. I was having him stand by the street and wave at cars. That's oh, man. What? It's a fun one. And the weather was beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, it has been. I think today's I think Sunday's supposed to be like 73 degrees.
What's going on? Global warming.
Gotta shoot the stuff into the air.
Better
put the dust
cloud
everywhere.
it up. I'll just do some burnouts.
God, how mad would you be, too?
Where the hell is our damn Hellcats?
They're waiting for the salt to come on. But imagine with all that dust in the air.
If the salt...
Would you be so mad when you go outside and your car is filled with dust every day because Bill Gates put it in the air?
It's like pollen season here. It pisses me off. I swear, if those cars come in December...
I'm making sure they come full salt.
I'm going to be so pissed. They've been on order for a year.
Yeah, it's like everything else.
It's November 2nd. We put them in 11 months ago.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah. No. You want to know the date? I'll show you that. I'll give you the exact freaking date.
Would you put it in your calendar?
My phone's going to die because I don't freaking charge it. No, I have a file attachment saved, documents from when you sent it to me, and 1/17 is when we put this order in. Yeah. 1/17.
Okay.
Which one's this one? Is this one yours? Go Mango's yours.
Yeah, it's almost been 10 months.
Mine is the triple nickel.
Took me a year and a half for the for my
a year and a half.
I think it was just about a year and a half. All right, let's do something more happier.
Let's
comments from New England fans.
Yes, let's do it.
Ninko. I really don't get why they don't use Mac under center more.
I don't know either. Why don't they put him under center? Why don't they just do some more like the zappy shit with Mac? Like he can do it. What's wrong with that?
Claim the same playbook.
That's bullshit. You can tell gun under, gun run.
Mac wasn't great, but got beat up. No time. Got lucky late second quarter.
He got hit a few times. One was a flag. Thankfully for him.
You see that though? That Belichick said that pick would have been Meyer's fault.
Yeah, but that's since when do we start naming people's fault? who's at fault.
Why are we still not throwing the ball to KB, Kendrick Bourne? I don't think he gets open.
Isn't he a decoy now? He's like just a blocking receiver
he
for how much we're paying him.
Yeah. He didn't make a ton of money for a wide
I mean,
receiver.
whatever he's making, he ain't making plays, so it don't matter.
Ugly win, but I'll take it.
Here's my thing. If you're making league minimum and you don't even catch the football, aren't you still overpaid? If you don't catch a football and you're making money,
overpaid though.
No, but I'm saying, like, if you play in the NFL and you don't play well, I think you're overpaid. Like, if you're not a productive person, if you literally are making a check every single week and you don't do shit, like, you're overpaid.
Yeah. Ugly win, but I'll take it.
Hey, get used to the ugly wins. They're all ugly. When you watch the Patriots, do you ever sit there and expect to see like a big play? It's like watching paint. It's like watching paint dry. It's literally like watching paint dry. You're like, okay, there's a 3-yard run, a 4-yard run, a check down to the running back, first down, run, check down, out route for 5, 3rd and 2, first down. Like, get to the 30, field goal.
It's always been though.
Field goal, field goal, field goal. No, like. There's no fireworks.
So it's always been.
It's not always been.
4-4 with this team. What are all those fans bitching about? I think it's pretty awesome.
What are the fans bitching about? The fans want a team that's more explosive and fun to watch.
I'd rather a team that wins, just wins.
I would rather a team that takes some shots down the field, has some explosive plays, creative. Give me a double pass. Give me the freaking Julian Adola down the field. Like what's up with that?
They've been throwing the ball down the field.
I haven't seen
this last game.
I haven't seen any like crazy. What about like split back with who's our fastest receiver? Who's our fastest receiver?
Thornton.
Why don't we have Thornton in the gun and have him motion across and snap him the football and let him run a sweep, like stuff like that.
He did last week. No. He did a touchdown.
I'm talking about like some creative direct snaps, some stuff we haven't seen before. How about a direct snap to a running back that throws it to Mac back and he throws it down the field for a touchdown, something like that? How about a jump pass in the red zone? How about we use our tight ends that we overpaid? Talk about overpaying. Like, geez.
Thoughts on how Mac looked? I'm still less than impressed.
I think Mac looks like a guy that was very, very confident in what he was doing in his rookie campaign and is not as confident in what he's doing in his second year. I think his rookie season, he was in a good spot with Josh, and Josh probably gave him force-fed him more information than he possibly could imagine. And then this year he's like looking around like, well, what the hell?
I think it's tough to judge still. I mean, the Jets have probably one of the better defenses in the NFL, have one of the best pass rushes in the NFL.
Yeah, they're aggressive.
I mean, he didn't really have much time at all getting back there. There wasn't many clean pockets or anything like that. I mean, the offensive line played awful. Tons of penalties, tons of sacks. I mean,
that is – it's terrible. It's not good football.
No.
It's bad football.
I don't think it's as much on Mac, though, as it is.
No, you can't put everything on one player.
No.
But still, I think there's been a step back in confidence offensively.
I don't think Mac or Bailey are the guy. What should we do if so? Get a veteran quarterback or draft a guy?
Draft.
I don't think either.
I'm saying, like, if you don't think – this is hypothetical. If they don't think that Mac or Zappe are the answer, then they have to draft somebody. Because you can't go and overpay and pay some slap like
Russell
a ton
Wilson,
of money.
$50 million a year.
Like Denver's done for the next 5 years.
Yeah, they're fucked.
They have no chance.
They're fucked.
So you can't do that.
Denver had a really good team.
Unless if a situation came up where you could go get Aaron Rodgers and he was available, you could go get Aaron Rodgers and he would make your team a lot better, like instantly.
Yeah.
And you'd only have him for maybe 3 to 4 years and that's it. But you understand, like, he's at the end of his career. There's things here that we'd have to adjust. The guy likes to drink his tea. Like,
need some leeches.
Let's give him what he wants.
Vomiting pens.
But then also too, it's
enemas after the game.
Do you want to give somebody $50 million a year and have a question mark?
That's the thing. Proud of Mac and the way he showed up after a tough loss.
I think the kid's mentally tough.
Yeah,
he's been mentally tough, and if I'm his agent, I'm telling him to just flash a little bit more personality in his interviews. His interviews are becoming so. Well, I'm still working hard, and I'm excited to be here. And last week was tough, but just gonna put in a lot of work. I'm gonna come in early, and I'm gonna go home late. I'm gonna really eat well. I'm gonna sleep well this week, and just study some more. Really got to give credit to my coaches who put me in a great position. Like, okay, say I'm ready to go next week. I'm the guy. They said I'm the guy. Let's go kick the Colts' ass.
Yeah.
Drop the mic. I'm going to let it rip.
Mac still looked like shit, but a win's a win.
It's not just Mac. There's other pieces here, but a win is a win.
Defense looked good. The
defense
looked good, too, without two of its top players, because you didn't have Duger in that game or Barrymore.
The defense is still like what – when I watched the Bears run all over them and just do what they wanted on Monday night, it was like, okay, well, a good defense doesn't let that happen. A good defense – isn't going to let a shitty team come into your building and beat you like that.
Yeah.
So if you're a good defense, it's consistently good throughout the season, not up and down and up and down.
Yeah. I'm going to skip this one because it's talked about the trade deadline, which already happened.
It's over.
MVP of today's game, Patriots versus the Jets. Who was your MVP?
The McCourty. Interception, good job. Nick Folk.
It's got to be Nick Folk.
Nick Folk. Like, it's sad when your kicker's the MVP.
Yeah. The other thing, too, that don't forget, that's a very underrated law. Well, it's not underrated in my eyes, but to some people don't see it because it hasn't really been talked about for the Patriots in that game. But the offensive line struggles, when you don't have David Andrews in there, it's a big deal.
Yeah, that hurts.
Man, it's a huge deal.
It's a big deal.
He's calling out a lot of the protections. He's been there. He's one of the longest tenured Patriots. He's the longest tenured, I think, on offense.
Hopefully he comes back quickly.
I know.
That was a big shot. He took a big shot, hit his head on the ground.
Which was bullshit.
Coconut. It's football.
Must-win dub. On to next week. Who fucking cares? Well, yeah, that's kind of what it is.
Fucking cares.
Decent game. Good morale boost for Mac. Fuck the Jets. Go Pats.
I got my haircut today.
5 field goals, not a good W for the offense, but thank God for Folk. Without him today, we lose.
Yep. Thank God for.
I don't think that's the case. He didn't really have any hard field goals to hit, but
that's what we should do. We should go kick some field goals.
Defense won the game. Mac has to make better decisions. I don't think it was a decision thing.
Got to protect your quarterback.
That the quarterback draft picks from the 2021 class all suck. I don't think so, but
they might.
I don't think Mac sucks.
I don't think
You've been a big Mac guy?
He doesn't suck, but if they don't help him next year, he might suck.
Why does Mac Jones look like he's going to cry every time he's on TV?
I don't know. Put on when he rolled his ankle. Put on the clip of him coming down the steps when he rolled his ankle.
High ankle sprain.
Thought the guy was dying. I thought he broke his leg. I thought he had a fib tib. I've seen guys with bones sticking out of their legs, and they're just like, what's going on? The dude was double arm over.
Matt Patricia is not that guy.
I don't know.
I think he's been okay.
He's been okay with, what is that? Can't make chicken shit in a chicken salad?
Yeah.
Is that a saying?
All right, so I got the thing too on some of the places to do a podcast from.
Let's do it.
We got one which you can't do right now, but we can do it next year, and it's actually a pretty cool thing. I forgot about it, and I should have remembered it. But Epping Motor Speedway, you have you could race what you bring.
That's
so people
cool.
saying we should each bring our own car and race.
We should,
but they're closed now for the year.
I wouldn't race my cars, but
why not? Straight line.
Oh, straight line and race.
Straight line.
I thought it was track.
Yeah, it's a track, but I think you just do
drag race?
Yeah.
Well, what could you have? Like, what do you have? What's your fastest car? The GTR doesn't go right now. Or did you sell that one?
No, I still have it. Bring the Cuda.
I think my ZR1 would beat the Cuda.
No, do a wheelie.
If I had a,
I'll get my McLaren back.
No, bring your Tesla. It would beat everything.
Yeah, that's right.
The Plaid would beat everything. Nothing.
Straight line.
Yeah.
Somebody put Patriots players do pranks on them.
Do what?
Pranks on Patriots players.
Nah, pranks can turn into people get offended.
Visiting different football stadiums and showing the ins and outs of the area. You're gonna do Buffalo, you say?
We'll go to
keep
Buffalo.
It.
We'll hit up some locals and see where we need to go in Buffalo. We should go the day before. There's a wing spot, I think, in the city. We should go there.
People are going to table.
I'll jump on a table. I'll jump through a table.
On fire?
Why not? Just get the extinguisher.
with your
I just can't hit my head anymore. So as long as I don't hit my coconut, we'll be fine.
Gillette Stadium tailgate.
I just flicked that, hit the bottle, came back to my hand. Amazing.
Gillette Stadium tailgate.
Gillette Stadium tailgate?
Yeah.
Why? So the fans can walk up and they don't get wild. You guys get wild? We should do a tailgate. We'll see if you guys get wild. Yeah. I feel like half. This is what I have experienced in my time as a player, and from what I've heard about the past. Tell me if this is true or accurate, that in the past, in the 90s, the 80s and 90s, before the Patriots went on their 20-year run, Gillette and before Gillette, the old stadium, it was like rowdy. Like people were fighting, people were hammered, like it was rowdy. People were getting after it, having a great time, and the stadium was kind of like insane.
Yeah.
And then now, fast forward, half the club is inside, when it's a little chilly. Nobody's sitting outside because they can sit inside. It's not as like Buffalo.
Tailgates can get
What I'm saying, Buffalo, still, you go into Buffalo, there's stuff being thrown on the field. There's guys screaming at you. I feel like it's tamed. Gillette Stadium is tamed a little bit.
But I think it'll be different, though, in Buffalo when they build that new stadium.
I don't know.
It's like 80% of it's covered.
They can't let the old stadium go.
Yeah.
It's not going to be for a long time, though.
I think it's only like 3 or 4 years away.
Really?
Yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah.
You better go to Buffalo and enjoy it.
You've been to a Buffalo game.
I love Buffalo games.
Have you been to a Buffalo game?
I love them as a player. Yes. Yeah. I enjoy them.
Could be different in the actually in the elements, though.
We're going, so it is what it is. We're going.
All right.
We're going on a Saturday.
Yeah, it's fine.
And then we'll do what we got to do, and we'll do the pod. We'll set up.
Yeah, have security and everything.
We don't need security.
What if you get strangled with like a dildo when you're doing the show?
I'll take that and whack people on the head with it. They're not using these in Buffalo.
Brewery podcast. Yeah,
we've done that.
Yeah, Dark Room Brewing Company when we open.
Okay.
Throwback Thursdays with retired players.
Oh, we should get Logan on. We'll get Logan on.
Construction sites.
Liability-wise?
Yeah.
Beam land on my head?
On location with Green Light Pod.
Oh, Green Light. Chris Long.
Oh, is that's what that is? I thought it was called something different.
No, it's Green Light.
Oh. That's what's there. And we still already have pickleball.
All that athletic stuff, I'm just going to
basketball.
Athletic stuff, obviously, I'm going to win. I was shooting hoops yesterday. I was fucking draining them.
I don't think so.
Play some horse?
Yeah.
Hellcats on the horse. Whoever loses has to buy 2.
You won't.
You won't do it.
You won't.
Oh, you won't. You won't do it.
Well, pickleball would kill you, though.
I've never played pickleball.
Neither have I. Well, I played in high school.
So how could you kill me? I played badminton.
I played in gym class.
The little bird. The little...
Yeah. Little birdie.
I would like to play pickleball. Where's pickleball around here?
They're like everywhere. I literally was at a softball game with my daughter a couple weeks ago, and I looked to the right because you keep hearing like, it's like a different sound, right? Because it's like wood hitting a wiffle ball.
Pop open that boom box. What's in the boom box?
I looked over. There's like 10 courts.
What is the? I was at some country club and it seemed really uppity, and there was like a fenced-in pickleball. Is that?
They're all fenced.
No, but I'm saying like you hit it off the sides or no? Is that something else?
That's a racquetball, I think.
No, it looked like chicken wire. It looked like chicken wire in a court. It was tight. I don't know. All right, what do we got here?
Go for?
Boombox. We need to actually go back here because I had a great time and Dan got us some nice stuff. I got some good
You still
gear.
have the hat on.
Love this shit. Boom sauce. Hella boom. I bet you this hella boom is tasty.
We've had that one before.
Yep. Oh, what's this one? I don't know if I had this solar boom.
No, I don't think I've had that one.
Solar boom?
Yeah, and then Doom Boom, I think.
You want to try the solar boom?
Yeah.
Try the solar boom. It looks good.
Hella Boom's really good.
Hella boom? Hella boom is good.
This is the India Pale Ale.
I know, but so is the hella boom. So's the hella boom. All right. These are good. Let's put it there. Ambience. Let's see. Oh, that smells good.
Yeah.
I would love to have a brewery.
Good.
It's really good.
That was the delay there.
It's damn good. I drink about 10 of those. Just be like.
Be on the Amtrak train.
Another thing that we should do. I want to do this. I want a snowmobile. You come snowmobile, we'll go up way up north, go on the property.
Yeah. You could actually put like more than.
Let's go to Mom's Jericho. It's 3 hours away though.
You put more than 10 minutes on yours.
I have 300 miles on mine. Actually,
How?
I could sell mine for a shit ton of money right now.
How do you have 300 miles? Oh, you actually took it on.
I took it on a trip.
That's right. Yeah.
You can't get a Yamaha. You can't get every Polaris needs a new gas tank.
Yeah, a buddy of mine wants to go ice fishing too.
Just look at a hole.
Yeah, drink, do a podcast while
drink
fishing.
And look at a hole.
What's the difference?
I can think I'll say it. I'll do it. Don't they have like glorious? Like not glorious.
Jesus Christ.
No, not that. I'm saying like, don't they have like glorious like camping? Not glamp fishing. Like they have like
they have like
glorious fishing.
Ones. Yeah.
Glorious fishing holes.
Glamorous, you fucking idiot.
No, it's glorious.
I think it's glamorous. Glorious. Glorious holes.
Glorious holes.
I don't know what that was.
Somebody's farting.
Yeah. I don't know what that was.
All right, hold on a second. I'll be right back.
You gotta pee?
I gotta pee. I've been drinking all this water. All right, we're back. It was good. Somebody was taking a dump on the toilet in there.
Did you enjoy the smell?
It didn't smell like anything. It sounded like they were just on their phone. So you better.
Well, yeah, no, Massachusetts, you have to give them breaks for that.
Yeah,
it's like a
2 hour
thing.
break.
Yeah, and you got to pay them overtime for it.
You ever sit on the toilet too long and your legs are numb and you stand up and you're like, holy shit, I can't move.
You're on Bring a Trailer and that happens to you all the time?
Oh, I'm just looking at cars for like an hour and then Paige, I hear Paige, what are you doing?
You try to get up, you just fall to the ground.
Yeah, you're just like, oh shit. I feel like my legs aren't there.
All right.
Bad feeling.
First game. Oh, we're tied in picks too, by the way.
Yes.
First game is Thursday night, tomorrow night. Eagles versus the Texans. Eagles are favored by 14 points.
Eagles.
I will go Eagles too. Chargers, Falcons.
Is it Chargers?
In Atlanta.
I'm going Atlanta.
I'll go Chargers on that one.
Okay. There's one for me.
Dolphins at Bears.
Dolphins.
I'll also go Dolphins. Panthers at Bengals.
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 Packers at Lions.
I'm going Lions.
Oh, I'm going to go Packers.
I'm going Lions.
Bills at Jets.
Bills all day.
Oh, I thought you were going to go Jets.
No, I was just like...
Vikings at Commanders.
Vikings.
Raiders at Jaguars.
Jaguars.
That brings up another thing, too. I'm actually going to go Jaguars also. Your boy going to get fired here?
How? Not this year. They just paid him, what, 4 or 5?
They made the playoffs last year, and they got a better team.
These guys are freaking stealing, man.
He's a terrible head coach.
God.
Terrible. Seahawks at Cardinals.
Seahawks are looking pretty damn good.
I'm going to go Cardinals. Rams at Buccaneers. Oof.
Bucks.
I'll also go Bucks. Titans at Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Ravens at Saints.
Ravens.
I'll also go
What
Ravens.
happened to the Saints?
I'll go Ravens. And then Sunday afternoon, you have the Colts at the New England Patriots.
Is it afternoon?
Yeah, 1 o'clock.
I think I'm going to go with,
I don't know. You fucking picked the Jets.
Patriots. Come on.
13 wins in a row. You went with the friggin' Jets.
Well, I was just going with the odds.
I will also go Patriots. I want to go back to the Raiders thing, though. Isn't he the worst coach in the NFL?
No, I'm not going to say that because there's a lot of other factors. Maybe Davis is the worst owner in the NFL. Maybe he's a freaking clown.
They literally lost their coach in the middle of the season last season in Gruden, right? Whatever his name is, Kate became the interim coach. He took them to the playoffs.
Yeah.
They then added to their team the best wide receiver in the NFL that had 1 catch for 3 yards last week.
Listen, I'm not a coach. I don't know what it takes. I don't know how the whole new staff coming in and new regime and new things happen. But I do know this. If you have one opportunity and it fails, and you only have maybe a second one, and if it's over, he'll probably be back here. If he's fired, I guarantee he comes back. Who's that?
There's nowhere else to go.
Who's calling me from Tennessee? They call me around the same time. They're calling me about the CTV. Stop calling me. I already got one. It's coming.
Had a sucker on the hook. They're trying to make sure they can reel it in.
Nope, not me.
But if you take that team, right, and you just flip-flopped them, you just said, okay, all the New England Patriots go to Vegas, and then everybody from Vegas comes to New England. We keep the same coaching staff. So Bill Belichick's coaching the Raiders. What does the team do? They're probably 5-1 right now. Or sorry,
that's a really
7-1?
wild question. I don't know. It's tough.
Would their record be better than what they are now?
I would think with Bill's track record, of course it would be.
That's what I mean. I think
I don't know. He's not going to get fired
McDaniels.
in his first year, so they'll give him this year and next year.
I don't know. They're kind of
It's just-
crazy.
Yeah, these teams are so loaded right now. It doesn't matter. They can fire you, pay you 30, 40, 50 million, and it doesn't even affect their bottom line.
Yeah.
Doesn't. They're still making a billion, 800 million on league sharing, and then whatever you're making.
No, I know, but they also want to win, though.
Yeah, they want to win, but they will fire and hire all these guys. It's like a revolving door, and nothing ever gets created.
But when you give up all your draft picks to get Devontae Adams,
Yeah,
and then you
it's a
finish
bad
the
deal.
season 6-11,
So then what do? The new coach comes in. He still has Adams. He still has all the
maybe do something with all
mistakes.
the weapons. It's not mistakes, though. You have the best wide receiver in the NFL, and you can't do anything with him. You're not really that great of an offensive mind then.
why do people leave me alone? Stop. No, I don't want your car. You still have it this long?
It's because elderly people don't like fast cars.
Well, it's an automatic, and people don't want an auto.
Elderly people don't like fast cars. I mean, how many blue hairs do you see in the passing lane of the highway doing 90?
If I make it to blue hair, it'll be me.
I don't know. think you'll slow down.
No, I won't.
If you ain't first, you're last.
I'm ripping, baby. And I ain't ripping gas, not fats. I'm ripping whop.
So
I don't know.
We do have to decide where we're going to do the show next week. I do think we have to do it somewhere.
Yeah, we're going to do it somewhere.
You do Parker's Pub?
No, not Parker's Pub.
Do it from a mental institution, like inside of it?
No, not that.
Like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
I don't want to get attacked. Let me think about it. We'll figure it out. We'll do it next week for sure.
I think we should play horse.
You play horse?
Yeah.
That's easy, but that's not like that cool because I'm going to win. You ice skate?
Would you be embarrassed? No, not really.
Me neither. Want to try that?
Okay.
Play hockey without ever knowing how to skate?
Yeah.
Just bust our heads on the ice.
Break our arms.
Oh,
try to avoid that
deal.
one. We could do. No, they don't.
We'll figure it out.
I think
racquetball. I love racquetball. But that's not fun either. People don't want to see us play racquetball.
The Patriots home or away next week? Oh, they're off next week.
And they're bye week.
I was going to say, we should do tailgate from the Jets Patriots. But that's 2 weeks.
Yeah. Oh, they have the bye week and then
they play the Jets.
Well, definitely we'll do that. We'll do that for sure.
Yeah.
So like
lock that in. Drinking, go try food.
Try
just
it.
kind of like walk along,
around.
Grab shit.
Hopefully we don't have Rhea. Diarrhea.
Food poisoning.
Oh, when you're running to first and you feel something burst, diarrhea. Diarrhea.
So you going on Amtrak tonight?
Yeah.
Excited for that?
No.
Why not?
I don't like sleeping in a hotel. Dude, you could track. I track my sleep cycles.
Is it bad when you're there?
It's like green, 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 travel, red, red. Then I get home, yellow, I have a day, and then it's back to green. Like my last 2 days are green. It's not ideal. But what are you going to do?
Yeah, but
I'm not going to complain about it.
Fine, isn't it?
Huh?
The basement room is fine, isn't it, in New York?
Like, look at Thursday, Friday. Thursday's red. Like, the chart is literally, 30% recovery? It's ridiculous. Like, look at the chart. You can see it. Like, I get back into my routine, and it's 2 greens, and I'm feeling good. And then I'm going to start the cycle over. Last night, what'd I have? Let's see. What was my...
I meant to send you this one. There's this title about New York City. Starving, angry, and cannibalistic. New York City's rats are getting desperate amid coronavirus pandemic.
So let's see. My respiratory rate was 14.4. My blood oxygen was 98. My heart rate was 45. My HRV was 70, which is all good stuff. Like, whatever. Doesn't matter. Screw it. We'll be fine. I'm not complaining.
You'll be fine.
I'm fine. Fine. I got to work out today, though. That's the one thing I got to do stair steppers.
What time is the train at?
4:50.
Where do you get it out of?
Providence.
Oh, you just drive down there and park?
Yeah. Park for 2 days. Oh, my phone died.
Then train back?
Train back Friday, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Some exciting stuff.
Yeah, it's great. We'll see. I might need a job next year. We'll figure it out. It's my last year under contract.
Oh, breaking news. The Commanders announced that they have hired Bank of America Securities to explore the sale of their franchise.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Imagine getting strong-armed into selling your company for $4 billion. You better sell. Like, okay, I just cash in on this $4 billion. Like, really sucks for me. Like, is it that bad to sell a team, a franchise, and make $2 billion on what you invested? Whatever he invested in it. $3 billion?
What did he buy for? No, I don't think he bought that.
Look it up. How much did he buy it for? What's he going to sell it for? He's going to make $3 billion. And you don't do a goddamn thing. You could buy a football team, literally not do shit, end up last every single year, and still sell your franchise for billions more.
In 1999, he bought it for $750 million.
$750 million. And what's the value now?
The estimated value is $5 billion.
Oh! What? They sucked ever since he bought it.
They're actually one of the highest valued franchises there is in the NFL. They're like top 5. Because the Patriots are only like $6 billion, I think.
It fucking pisses me off. These goddamn rich people, they freaking get rich. They're rich, then they buy something for that, and then they sit on it for 20 years, are a complete creep.
He borrowed half the money, too.
Exactly. Whatever. More power to him.
All right, so the franchise. Oh, here we go. Cowboys $8 billion. New England Patriots $6.4 billion.
$6.4 billion for the Pats.
Yeah, $6.2 billion for the Rams. $6 billion for the Giants. $5.8 billion for the Bears. $5.6 billion for the Commanders. $5.4 billion for the Jets. $5.2 billion for the Niners.
Who's buying the Commanders for $5 billion? How many $5 billionaire people are out there that can buy?
There'll be plenty of people. It'll probably look at the freaking Walmart bought the Broncos. You don't think like Amazon will come buy them for $6 billion?
I want to buy a team.
That'd be pretty funny if Amazon bought them.
I want to buy a football team.
Yeah,
I missed it by about 40 years. It's like these guys. They're so out of tune with reality too. It's ridiculous. It's like they don't live anything like a normal person. They don't eat what we eat. They're like aliens. Imagine if an alien came onto this earth. They would be shocked at what we all ate, drank, how we slept.
You don't know that.
What?
You don't know if that's the case or not.
An alien?
Yeah.
Oh, I know it. You think an alien would come on the planet Earth and be like,
you don't remember Alf?
I don't.
The TV show, he ate cats.
I'm not watching he ate cats?
Yeah, you don't remember that?
Well, then if an alien ate cats, then we'd all say, well, this is fucked up.
Yeah,
something's going on. Yeah, so an alien would be something.
What if they ate you?
That's what I'm saying. The owners are beyond human. Like they don't eat what we eat. They don't travel how we travel. They don't drive like we drive. They don't pay mortgage like we pay our mortgage. Like it doesn't work. Their mentality is different. It's like you
don't eat the same food as Robert Kraft? You've been to his house.
Twice.
Yeah.
When I won a Super Bowl.
You got allowed there.
Yeah.
Well, it was like the second home, wasn't it? Third home?
I don't know, whatever home it was.
Was it nice?
Yeah.
Did they feed you like cheeseburgers and french fries and stuff?
We have many, many, many french fries. That's so funny.
But what did they feed you?
I think it was for the Super Bowl party. Obviously, they had like cater, like you come plate put down.
But didn't you go to like his house for like before the season started?
Yeah, it was like picnic food, like all set out nice, obviously.
So he ate right with you?
I don't know.
You weren't looking?
Saw him eat.
You weren't looking?
I mean, Tom would come in with his own shit.
Did he really?
Yeah.
He'd bring his own, like,
he'd have a shake in the morning, like his own thing. He'd have a thing of his own stuff.
Like he'd bring a fucking like thermos and like a lunch pail?
He would bring his own thing into the building. And then like if we were having a Friday where we were eating pizza and a burger, he'd walk over and have like a bite and probably spit it out right after. He'd probably eat it to make us think like, oh look,
so that's he
eats what we eat. He eats a burger or a pizza. Then he'd walk out the room and spit it right out.
I think Tom Brady doesn't eat what you eat though.
Tom doesn't, but he's also on a different level. He's an alien. Tom's not a normal person. You think Tom's, drinking a freaking High Life or a Solar Boom on a Wednesday?
He supposedly used to.
Not anymore.
Yeah, they say he used to have like drinking contests when he was first got in the league.
Yeah, and what did that do? It built chemistry, built the team camaraderie, and they won Super Bowls.
And then he got weird?
I don't know.
Who's weird?
Drink a gallon of water, see if you don't burn with your Irish skin.
Yeah, it'll go well.
You'll freaking be crispy.
Who's more weird, though? Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady?
Aaron Rodgers, for sure.
I don't know.
Aaron Rodgers is cuckoo. I know more shit than so listen. I'm not going to tell the details. I know more details than most. I know people that are friends with a friend that maybe dated him, and there's some weird shit that went on.
It's not weird shit with Tom Brady?
I don't know anyone that was with Tom. Okay? Like that. But
you don't have inner circles with Giselle?
No. I don't have inner circles with Giselle.
Back to the value of franchises. So
the
Patriots are valued at $6.4 billion. Kraft paid $172 million for it.
Yeah. That's a hell of a return on investment. He's done a great job with the real estate. That's where he's made a lot of money. But the franchise itself, like to hire Bill and to do all those things, even if they wouldn't, like if the Patriots had lost and been shitty for 20 years, they'd still be worth $3 to $4 billion.
Yeah, I think the thing though is that he hired, like, if you actually think about it, the three coaches that he had during his time are three.
Well, he fired. Who'd he fire? He fired.
I can't remember the order.
I don't know if it was
Parcells. I think it was Parcells, then Pete Carroll, then Bill Belichick. I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Which Pete Carroll's doing a terrific job. Pete Carroll's a hell of a coach.
But he went out and found, like, those are the people he picked, which are obviously good coaches, right?
Or stole.
It didn't
he took
work
Bill
out
from the Jets. Do we not remember this? That Bill was hired and retired on the same day with the Jets.
But that was because in his contract was written that if Bill Parcells ever left to be the head coach, that Belichick would become the head coach. And what happened was they felt that Belichick felt that Parcells was just going to say he wasn't the head coach to lock him into the head coach, but then would still have all the say over everything. So that's why he left. You know that Kraft picked him up from New York or something like that, or got him on his plane, or
I'm sure.
Yeah, there's a video.
There's
of him
a lot of. So here's
Lexus.
The thing. This is what I would say about life in general. There's a lot of very skilled people in this world that put themselves in great positions and have a lot of success, but then there's also a lot of luck involved in shit. Tons of luck. It's right place, right time. It's, you come into a certain amount of money that helps you purchase something, and then it produces a shit ton of money. You could have a family member pass away. They leave you a certain amount of money in their will, and then you take that money and buy something, and then it turns into a gazillion-dollar industry. There's shit that happens like that all the time around this country.
Yeah,
all the time. Or it's the opposite. Somebody made a company or a business up to astronomical numbers. They die, and they give you the money, and you literally just live off of the annual income of what that business is.
Yeah.
That happens all the time.
Yeah, or it could be like Matt Rule being a kind of an okay college coach.
Or you could just be a you come into the right situation, you're a good people person, you can smooth your way and talk your way to loving you get a nice contract, and then you produce. There's some guys that produce. There's some guys that just work their asses off, they get in a position. So there's luck in some cases, and then there's hard work, which when I was working for Boston Private, which is Silicon Valley Bank now, I was talking to a bunch of people. Yeah, they sold to Silicon Valley. That's my mortgage is through Silicon Valley. Great rate, by the way. Not anymore because of interest rates. But
got an adjustable rate mortgage?
No, my rate's great. I locked in. I'm saying if you're trying to get a rate now versus a year ago, it's a big difference. So I was talking to a lot of people that were very successful. There's always going to be one of those family things. It was handed down and it just continued to work its way through. But then you find some guys that mortgaged their house, slept on the floor, took a chance, and it just it's the timing of it. It's all about timing.
Yeah.
And then some people, they buy in when it's high, and then the shit falls through the floor, like 2008, 2009.
Get big crypto like OBJ.
You know, like 08, 09, if somebody bought something, they're like, yeah, this is going to go great. And then the freaking legs got kicked out of them.
You just hung with it, you'd have been fine.
But some people can't hang with it when you can't pay the bills, you know?
A lot of it is timing.
It's all timing, baby.
Like, you know, that.
Or it's like you could be a good football player. You could be a great football player. Like myself, I was a good football player, but I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. So, like, I wasn't going to break through the lineup with the Saints when they had, $180 million invested in 2 players? Like, what am I going to take their job? Yeah. You know? Like, I had to wait, get cut, come to New England at a right time. If I was in New England in 06, like, was I going to take Vrabel's job?
That's why you didn't get drafted.
That's right. Like, was I going to come in 06 and take Mike Vrabel's job? No. Was I going to take McGinnis in his prime? Like, if I had come here, no, you're not going to take those guys' job. You're going to have to work your way up, wait for a window. They get old, they leave. When I came here in 2009, they had Dalius Thomas, who was an awesome person to me.
Bad contract.
Wasn't motivated. Wasn't motivated.
Yeah.
He was a hell of a football player. Like, that guy, if you were to take my brain and put it in Dalius Thomas's body, I think that I might be still playing football. The guy was that freaking gifted. Like, the dude would sit in his locker, no shoes on, no shirt, jacked out of his mind, shoulder like this, waist like this, could lift whatever amount of weight he wanted. The ceiling was like maybe 13 or 14 feet high. He'd be like, hey, you think I could touch the ceiling? I'm like, maybe. I don't know. I can't touch that shit. He'd stand up, touch it, sit down. And I'd go, God damn, I don't even want to try because it'd make me feel bad. That's how athletically gifted he was. So Adalius left. Tully, Bantakane was a good football player, but he left or was gone, whatever, and it was a perfect moment. Good time for me to come in, get my spot, work my way into it, keep it for a long time. But that's life. It's like all timing. It's crazy. And it's hard work. Yeah. Like, you could be there at the right time. You got to work it. Like, you could be there at the right time. You could have the opportunity, but if you don't do shit with it, unless you own an NFL team. You could literally own an NFL team in 1998, not do a goddamn thing, lose every game, suck every year, and still make a shit ton of money. I would love to know, like, the cheapest franchise in the NFL.
Right now?
Yeah. What's the 32nd cheapest football team?
Well, the worth?
Like, bottom of the barrel. If you're going to buy the worst franchise.
It's a lot of money. Would be the Cincinnati Bengals. We just went to the fucking Super Bowl. $3 billion.
Only $3 billion. $3 billion is the cheapest franchise.
Yep. Then Lions are 3.05. Cardinals 3.27. Buffalo Bills 3.4.
Buffalo's got to go up. But is that demographics? Is that because Buffalo's...
This is just a Forbes valuation. It takes into account the sport, the market, the stadium, the brand.
It's got to be the market.
The brand is a big part of it too.
But I feel like if the Bills won a Super Bowl, like, that would just shoot them up the list.
The stadium plays into account too, I think. Let's see, stadium.
Oh, like the value of the stadium?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
$300 million is their stadium.
$300 million?
Yeah. New England is $1 billion. $1 billion is the stadium.
And they own it. The Crafts own it.
Yeah. And that will go up too with the new stuff they're doing. So they'll be over $7 billion after next year, probably.
Good job, Robert. Good job, Robert. Hey, good job. Internship or something?
You got offered to go do like an autograph signing.
Yeah. I had to work or something. Something came up. I don't know. Amazon.
Was that
Amazon for the Bills game. I'm going to go do something for Amazon.
For what Bills game?
Thursday night.
When they play New England?
Yeah, I think it's December 1st.
Oh, what are you going to do?
Signing.
For Amazon?
Yeah.
More money? Oh, it's great. It's on the Amazon. Watching a game on Amazon is fucking terrible.
It's bad.
Like, fucking awful.
Paid a lot of money for it. But I'll do it. I'll do the signing, whatever you want me to do.
I love Amazon.
I love Amazon. I'm on Amazon all the time.
I watch every one of those games.
I mean, if
commentating
it's
is great.
directly, I'm just I'm like a freaking blood giver to Amazon.
How many autographs you have to sign?
I think it's like an hour appearance.
No. In the stadium?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Remember the last time you did the in one, then you fucked the lineup and everything?
Well, no, I didn't mess the lineup. It was raining, and they had no teleprompter for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucked.
It was Verizon.
They still gave me good money, though. I'll take it. I didn't mess the lines up.
Yeah, you did.
Maybe I did. But they were all discombobulated. They said I did a great job. They never called me back, though.
Patted you on the head. Good job.
I don't know. Just it was raining. It was discombobulated. They didn't even have the sound up. Like it was.
You like walking in like into people.
Yeah, the freaking guy hit the pole.
Yeah,
like,
sorry, the camera guy.
The camera guy walks into the pole. Like, what the hell is this? Whatever.
That's maybe what got you though. Was the camera guy hitting the pole?
Like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just looking at that, like, what the hell happened?
All right, this guy's walking backwards into a pole.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go have myself a tuna fish sandwich. I think.
Yeah.
So I'm trying not to eat eggs.
That's exciting.
I think I had this like panel of things that I'm allergic to, and eggs was my number one.
It's gonna be a tough one.
I used to eat eggs every day.
Yeah. My daughter was allergic to eggs and dairy and everything.
So what does she eat? No eggs?
She got it. She grew out of it when she was a baby.
Son of a bitch. I love eggs.
She was allergic to eggs, dairy.
I love an omelet.
Soy. My wife's allergic to gluten. She got celiac.
Gluten. Our babysitter, Amanda. No gluten, or she just farts every day.
Oh yeah, she gets like violently ill with gluten.
Ripping. All right. I think that's a wrap.
Yeah.
I gotta run to my fucking phone's dead. I gotta run and do some errands.
Yeah. Sounds like fun.
Before I go to New York.
Try to avoid eggs. Rats and
eggs. What do you
eggs.
think of my jean jacket?
Looks pretty cool. What's the song from Billy Madison?
Back to school.
No.
School,
when he pulls up
that I'm not a fool.
When he pulls up in the jean jacket.
I got my shoes tied, my lunch packed up. I hope I don't get in a fight. Oh, back to school, back to school.
Nip Hot football rules.
Nip Hot football rules. No, he's pulling up right now.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's the same jacket. Holy shit.
That's what I was going for. Oh, this is way different song. Slowly stroke me. Stroke.
You gonna go show up to Foxborough High right now? In your Bel Air?
Nah, they don't like Bel Airs. I got a guy that wants my Bel Air. I should sell it, but whatever. Nobody gives a shit about that.
That's what you say all the time. But
I know, but I like it. I don't like to sell shit that I'd really like. But I feel like in the next 2 to 3 years, the car market might go to shit on the classics.
It's a very good shot at it.
Yeah, very good, because people are going to be losing their ass. You lost your ass in Bitcoin, or your freaking bond. Your long-term bond fund is down 30%.
Is that you?
No, I'm not in long bonds.
But
no bonds for me.
I think it's probably a good time to wrap, and we'll see
Wrap
you guys
that
next
shit
week from somewhere, some remote destination.
We'll do it.
Yeah. Check us out at danandninko.com, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
I'm gonna play horse,
Spotify.
and Dan's gonna drink that nat ice, that natural
horse
ice.
and fucking embarrass the shit out of you. So tune in next week for that, in case it does happen.
You ain't got no shot.
Watch.
See you
See you guys next week.
All right. Take care, guys.